Shawn Michaels is doing a great job on a much smaller sample size. And this is going to be a hot take, but if Shawn Michaels was to replace Triple H, nothing would get better. Absolutely nothing. Because at the end of the day, especially these former wrestlers, they had a favorites that they're going to pick at the end of the day. But why are we sitting up here acting like Shawn Michaels is some perfect booker? Why are we acting like NXT has been perfect? It's been better than Raw and SmackDown, yes. But then again, Shawn Michaels has a much smaller roster to work with than Triple H, and he probably has less people in his writers' room. Because I know in Unreal they didn't talk about NXT, so it's probably it's like 12 guys in for the main roster for the writers' room. So NXT is probably 6. It's probably half of that. And with how great Shawn Michaels is, what has Hank and Tank's tag team title run been? What credible team have they faced? Josh Briggs and Yoshiki Inamura, who split up anyways randomly? Yoshiki got a pin and he pinned the world champion and gave his title match to Josh Briggs? What type of story is that? He chose friendship over a championship? This is worse than Darby Allin climbing Mount Everest instead of becoming AEW world champion. I'm sorry, but Inamura actually pinned the former world champion and had to wait to get his title match just to lose 2 of them. The women's division, y'all talk about how great it is, but what are some of these women really doing? Lola Vice said she was going after Stephanie Valkyrie, and she's never gotten a shot at the title since she lost it. Stephanie lost it to Jacy Jayne after Lola Vice just said she was coming for the title. Jada Parker is consistently in main event programs, but she keeps losing. And I think Jada Parker should be winning more. But it's like Jada Parker's only flaw is her finisher, which it's not as terrible as people make it seem. But aside from that, Jada Parker got it all, so I don't see why she can't get more wins. You got Lash Legend and Nia Jax feuding, which is cool, but what does it lead to? Does the winner get a title shot or anything? And not everything got to culminate in a title shot, but when you're doing a feud like that, it should at least pay off in something. Like Fallon Henley became a singles champion before Jacy Jayne did, even though Jacy Jayne was the leader of the group. So for how much y'all praise Shawn Michaels, y'all not looking at everything. Y'all only looking at the good parts of what he's booked. Y'all not looking at everything in totality, because he's not some perfect booker, and he's not finna go to the main roster and change everything. Do we need somebody better than Triple H or Triple Fried? Yes, but Shawn Michaels isn't that better. HBK, he wouldn't do much better than what Triple H is doing now. He'll just book it similar and have his favorites instead. That's all it'll come down to. He's an overrated booker who wouldn't change anything.